Hi, Amel. Bonjour, Lucas. And
Bonjour.
so nice to see you.
French!
Exactly.
Enfin!
Is that
Enfin!
enfin? Is that how everybody greeting you today?
Kind of, yes. I mean, they're trying. They're like, you know, giving us the usual bonjour, comme ci, comme ça, and stuff.
That's the way. We're gonna run the interview in English. Just, yeah. But I know it's a
We have
shame.
to.
Congratulations on Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. I loved it. I saw it last night and it felt just like a warm hug. It's probably one of my favorite movies of the year. I wanted to ask you, what is your personal relationship to fashion and to design and haute couture? Is it something that's part of you that really drawn you to that story? Both of you.
Age before beauty.
Yeah, thanks. I like fashion, and but I can't say that I'm a devotee or a fashionista. I'm somebody who tends to like certain designers and will go back to those designers over and over, and buys a few things very occasionally rather than lots of things all the time. So the real draw for me was not actually the fashion angle, although I have to say that the PhD that I now have in Christian Dior has been very enjoyable. So all the research involved in telling this story authentically and accurately was a gift.
And I absolutely love the characters. Obviously, they're all so endearing and touching. Luca, I wanted to know, what is your favorite part, the favorite aspect in André Faubert? What really drawn you to that character when you were at the script?
I love the fact that he's holding a secret, you know, he's like holding this secret love. It really felt like being a teenager, you know, when you're in college and you love someone in your class, you just can't find the courage to tell her. And also the clumsiness of him, you know, he's all parading out of love, but at the same time there's something so stiff about that suit, about the fact that he's an accountant, but there's no confidence at all in his persona, in his physicality, and it felt so nice to portray someone that doesn't know how to walk, how to touch, how to hold, how to pull, and it's just a very enjoyable character.
But he gets more confident, doesn't he?
Kind of.
That scene where you triumph after you sell your idea to Christian Dior?
Yes, but it's still very clumsy. It's like, I can't believe I did that. And probably went and cried in the bathroom after that scene.
It's your Clark Kent moment. You take your glasses off.
I was cheering for him at that moment. I was like, yeah, finally!
It was very enjoyable to shoot, actually, that scene.
How thrilling was that to dig up all those famous suits and dresses? How thrilling was that for you?
It was absolutely thrilling, and you feel as though you're being given very special and privileged access. Dior has an entire building dedicated to their archives and their history and their heritage, and they have a chief archivist who was our guide through this beautiful history. And we had several meetings with them. Jenny Bevan, who did the costumes, spent many, many hours going through the 10 years of his output, choosing the right balance of day wear, cocktail dresses, evening gowns, and thinking about color and shape and form to create both variety but also something that in a way sums up those 10 years. And then in addition to the costume side, or clothing, couture side, we were also given their architectural drawings, so we were able to recreate the interior of the House of Dior exactly as it was in a studio. The grand staircase, the entryway, the salon, the cabinet where the girls change and do their makeup, and all of that really helped us in terms of the blocking of the scenes and their relationship with each other. Everything made sense because everything was in the right place in relation to everywhere else. So the combination of the physical space and the access to the historical couture was really invaluable for this film.
It sounds so interesting when you explain it, and watching it, it's absolutely mind-blowing. And I think we have only a few seconds left. Overall, this whole experience, what is your favorite memory?
Luca?
I would say it's a very simple memory. I really love the runway, But I think it was one day, and we were in the street, Osmanian buildings, all the extras wearing the 50s costumes, and I was on a Vespa with Leslie in my back, like holding on to me, and it really felt there was like a huge crane and a blue screen, and it, for the first time in my career, I really looked around and felt like I'm shooting a movie. Like, it really felt like, you know, a movie.
Yeah, and I can second that with what was my Martin Scorsese moment, where we had a camera that started outside of the town hall for the last ball and dance of the film. Starts on the outside, follows the characters, goes inside with the characters, goes up the stairs and around, and then finds Archie and Vi before Ada makes her grand entrance. And that single shot was really quite complicated in terms of the extras and the timing, and the camera had to come off a crane and onto the Steadicam operator. And it was just the most beautiful, beautiful sequence. And it's so seamless that you wouldn't even notice. And in fact, while we were shooting it, we were on our 10th take or something, and Lambert Wilson arrived on set and saw the final perfect take. And I thought, what a great way for him to see what he's coming into, because it took us a long time to get to this moment, but he arrived just in time.
Perfect moment for the perfect movie. Thank you so much for joining me today. Congratulations again, and à bientôt.
Merci.
Merci.
Thank you for your feedback.
En français la prochaine fois.
Oh, mais avec plaisir.
On aurait pu, c'est vrai. On aurait
Ouais.
pu, ouais.
Moins de travail pour moi.
Ok, d'accord. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.